The side of the causeway you think you want may not be the one you choose. Because once you get here and you start looking, you often discover options you never even considered. Hi, I'm Tina Veltri. I grew up right here on Florida's Space Coast. I moved away for a while and then I came back to raise my family. Today, I help people buy, build, sell, and relocate to Brevard County. In my last video, we looked at the differences between Beachside and Mainland. And today, I want to show you why so many people change their minds once they get here and start looking. You can research the Space Coast, study the map, and look at hundreds of homes online. But you may not really know which side of the causeway is right for you until you come down and experience both for yourself. I worked with buyers who were absolutely convinced they wanted to live beachside. They loved the idea of being close to the ocean. But once we started talking about what mattered most to them and we started exploring and looking at homes, things started to change. And they ended up buying a larger home in Melbourne, very close to a causeway. They got all of the features of the home that they wanted, and they could still get to the beach in minutes whenever they wanted. And that's where the causeways become so important. They give you options you may never have even considered before. But sometimes the exact opposite happens. Some people think, I don't want beachside at all. And then they come down and they drive over a causeway. They spend time on the beach side in the communities. They hear the ocean. They take a little walk on the ocean. They experience the beachside life. And something just clicks. And they realize beachside is exactly where they want to live. A lot of people come here focused on the beach. How close am I going to be to the beach? But once they spend time here, they discover the river. And then they discover an entirely different lifestyle. We have so many riverside restaurants that also have live music where honestly you can be having dinner and watch the dolphins swim across the river. And some people realize they really do love those river parks. And, you can launch your boat at any of them. You can go fishing, kayaking, jet skiing, whatever you want. And most people who haven't been here before don't even know these places exist until they get here. And suddenly when they discover them, they realize what they really wanted all the time was to live around the water. And here on the Space Coast, we have multiple ways to do that. If you're relocating to Brevard County and trying to figure out, what areas might fit, what communities might fit you best, please schedule a Space Coast discovery session with me and download my Space Coast relocation guide. I put both of those in the links in the description below. So I'm curious, when you picture your life on the Space Coast, what matters most to you? What do you picture? Do you picture the beach, the river, a new construction home, being close to work, or something completely different? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. If you're still trying to figure out which side of the causeway fits you best, make sure to watch my video that I did on Tuesday on Beachside versus Mainland. I'm Tina Veltri. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.